listening to.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all across this poison world.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Freeman. Welcome back to Joshua vs. the Movies. We'll react, review, and go against all your favorite movies. Today, the movie I'll be going against, standing in the red corner, Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason came out in 2003 and was directed by Ronnie Yu. Freddy vs. Jason brings together two iconic horror villains, and it stars Robert Englund as he returns as Freddy, and newcomer Kurt Kazinger as Jason. Other characters in the movie include Monica Keener, Jason Ritter, and Kelly Rowland. Horror fans were satisfied with the showdown, but we'll see how epic the battle is when it goes against me. The genre of the movie will of course be horror, while the visuals and the stunts will represent how well the kills and the fight looks. If you guys have any questions on the scoring template for each category, it'll be in the description below. But I think we're all set, so without further ado, let's get to the review.
Fight!
Round 1.
It was the children who gave me my power. The Springwood Slasher. That's what they called me. My reign of terror was legendary. Then the parents of Springwood came for me. But after they killed me, I became something much worse. The children still feared me, and their fear gave me the power to invade their dreams. Until they figured out a way to forget about me. Being forgot! Now that's a bitch! I can come back if nobody's afraid! But I found someone who'll make them remember. That fear is my ticket home.
Jason, my special boy. The time has come to wake up. Mommy has something she wants you to do. Hear my voice and live again!
I've been away from my children for far too long.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. I do like this beginning and the explanation of Freddy's powers, but I will say Freddy didn't actually have to explain the story himself before it happened. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just the film could have found a way to fit it into the actual movie and have the audience find out at the same time as the characters in the film. But like I said, I don't hate it. It's still gonna be my point though.
Fight!
Round 2.
Hey, okay. I got another one. Fred, Scooby, or Shaggy?
I'm not answering that. Neither is she.
I can get some beer. Do you guys want anything?
Surprise!
Oh, cheers, thank you.
Whoa, babe. Tell you about kissing me after you smoked, huh?
Ugh.
I got a kink in my neck. Come on. Massage it out for me.
We don't lock their doors no more.
Babe, you know I don't like to be touched after, okay?
Fine, I'll go shower then.
Of course, the thunder.
Hey.
this down now. Keep it contained. Do you hear me?
It's even the same damn house. It's gotta be him, right? It's gotta be Freddy Krueger.
Hey, don't even say that son of a bitch's name out loud.
Fuck?
Let's just keep it together. Take all these kids down to the station. Keep them separate. Do it now.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. Look, I promise you, I don't hate this movie. And I know this cop is scared, but why is he mentioning suspect names out loud for everyone to hear? Especially if he knows Freddy's existence is supposed to be contained. Also, I will say, what are the odds that Jason just so happens to go to the house that connects Laurie and Freddy? And look, don't say Freddy told him to go to the house either, because he said,
I need you to go to Elm Street. The children have been very bad on Elm Street.
Not to mention he only killed the asshole who deserved it and then just dipped. But speaking of the characters in this movie, they're superficial as hell and filled with mediocre acting. Monica Keena is in the lead as Laurie, and she's not that special of a character. And her friends Kia and Gibb, played by Kelly Rowland and Catherine Isabel, aren't that much better either.
Do you guys think I should get a nose job?
Oh my god. Hey! I thought you were gonna quit. I only smoke when I drink now.
But you're always drinking.
Yeah, well, I'll work on that next.
I will say Jason Ritter as Will and Brendan Fletcher as Mark aren't that bad of characters, but they're still not enough to make the characters in this movie compelling. But when it comes to the killers themselves, Robert Englund has always been great as Freddy.
I'll let Jason have some fun.
And he really does well delivering lines to someone who has no dialogue.
Oh, scared.
So with that, the movie earns a 0.5 out of 1.0 for actors and acting.
Fight.
Round 3.
Do they know who did this?
No, not yet.
But I thought I heard one of the officers mention a name. What was the name? Freddy.
Just that quick. That's not weird at all. Yeah, that's not weird at all.
His name is Freddy Krueger. Freddy's coming back. It's okay to be afraid. Warn your friends. Warn everyone.
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. This is a pretty dope and creepy dream scene in the movie.
Fight.
Round 4.
This doesn't make any sense. There's nothing on Krueger. Not his arrest, his death, not even a birth certificate.
January 18th. That's the day my brother committed suicide. Why isn't that in here? They covered him up, Will. They never told us about Freddy because that's how they decided to beat him. Locked up all the kids who made contact with him so they wouldn't infect the others. That's crazy. How come we were never allowed to call any of our friends, man? We were in a fucking quarantine, man. That's what Weston Hills was for.
Then why didn't Freddy kill Laurie?
Maybe he's not strong enough yet. My brother said it's our fear that gives him his power.
Look, just give me one night, okay? Just let me find Laurie.
All right. If your ass isn't back here by dawn, I'm gone. We clear on that?
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. I gotta say, it might be weird to say too, but the best thing about this movie is the plot and the story. The idea of Freddy's powers coming from the kids that fear him was not only good, but incorporating that with the adults in town creating a plan to beat him by covering up and quarantining everybody that came in contact with him was a really good idea. So it only makes sense that Freddy would use Jason to instill fear back into Elm Street, but then realize he can't stop him, forcing him in the fight. I will say what hinders the plot and the story though is certain loopholes that exist in the movie, such as Elm Street and Camp Crystal Lake being near each other, and the random plot point of Jason being afraid of water, and Freddy afraid of fire.
Wait a minute. Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
So with that, the movie earns a 0.8 out of 1.0 for plot and story.
Fight.
Round 5.
I've been in a psychiatric hospital.
I don't understand.
Well, I saw in the news the other night, and that kid that was killed at your house, I needed to know that you were safe.
With this bullshit talk, let's go shake our ass to the dance floor. Come on.
I'm dead one day and you're already out getting shit-faced?
Same old tip! Come on! Let's go.
This guy.
You're the one that killed Jack!
The only thing to fear is fear himself.
This guy. Oh wait.
Well, hey, Jethro! This is a rave, not a Halloween party! Son of a bitch.
What is he doing? Okay, so that's gonna be my point. I would say the best thing about this scene is Freddy trying to kill Gib, but Jason taking the kill away from him. But aside from that, I will say the Cornfield slashing massacre wasn't that mesmerizing. And that's really because it's filled with not so good visuals. I mean, the dream scene wasn't bad, but the CGI of Jason turning the guy's head around and the machete slashes with the CG blood didn't really do much to make the scene appealing. When it comes to the directing by Ronnie Yu, it doesn't add much practicality to the movie in terms of realism. And that's mainly because he likes the characters to fly through the air in an annoying fashion. And also, he adds a lot of choppy slow motion cuts. The above shot of Jason on fire in the cornfield wasn't bad, and the directing is not completely unwatchable. So with that, the movie earns 0.5 out of 1.0 for directing.
Fight!
Round 6.
You always looked out for me, bro. I gotta stay awake.
Wake aid. Shit, how it goes.
Hey, Mark. You didn't forget about me, did you? Somebody please wake me up!
I need you to send a little message for me, that's all.
I'm not gonna do it.
I won't do it! No!
I'll have to pass that message myself.
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. This is just another dope dream sequence right here about Freddy trying to prove that he's back.
Fight!
Round 7.
Alright, this isn't it, guys. Come on, let's go.
Hey, dude. Let's take a little J-break, huh?
No, man, he's a clown. It's Freeburg.
This is D-Wing. These are the ones who wouldn't stop dreaming.
No, I don't know where the hypnocell is, okay?
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. I will say this scene isn't bad, even with the CGI weird caterpillar thing. I like how Freddy tranquilizes Jason and gets him to fall asleep. When it comes to the horror in this movie, it's not the type of horror that makes you tremble. It's more of a slasher gore type, and it doesn't end up being bad as the battle lives up to most expectations. So with that, the movie earns a 0.4 out of 0.5 for horror.
Fight.
Round 8.
Jason, my special boy. I'm disappointed in you, Jason. You were supposed to come back home. Just kill a few of them. I should have known you wouldn't be able to stop killing. You are like a big stupid dog who can't stop eating.
It's time to put this bad dog to sleep. For good! Why won't you die? Come on! Come on! So you are afraid of something after all, huh?
Why don't we just try and do it here? Why go all the way to Crystal Lake?
Best case scenario, Jason wins. He'll already be home.
How sweet. Let's see what really scares you.
Okay, we're seriously running a trank here, guys.
Well, we're almost there.
Okay, so the movie's gonna earn a point right here. This is a really good opening battle scene between Freddy and Jason, with of course Freddy having the upper hand because they're in the dream world. On the other hand though, I get a point also because this battle ends with Jason seemingly being afraid of water. Something I was so confused about, I had to ask an expert like James A. Janice from the Dead Meat channel that does the kill count.
Yeah, you know, Jason's well-known aquaphobia, which is why he's never gone in the water once during any of the 10 Friday films that came before this.
Fight.
Round 9.
It's been 5 minutes.
Well, that was the last of the trank, okay? We're out.
Wait! Give me your hand!
Jason?
Y'all?
Jason Voorhees?
Y'all,
You
something's
sure?
wrong. It's like he's drowning or something.
Come on, wake up!
Guys, look. We're almost there.
Okay, so that's gonna be my point. This scene isn't bad and it does reveal what really happened to Laurie's mom, but at the same time, it's probably not even needed. I mean, Freddy and Laurie didn't really need to have a prior connection at all. It might have added to Laurie's dad's motivation, but it does nothing else for the story but make it a little bit more confusing.
Fight.
Final round, round 10.
Boy, please, come
Die.
So you're the one everyone's afraid of? You're not even scary. You're not even scary.
What is with the butternuts?
He was blind. The fuck you tossing the machete in there for? Okay, first, that's gonna be my point because this final battle probably would have been even better if Ron and Yu didn't have them flying through the fucking air most of the time. On the other hand, though, the movie's gonna get a point right here because this fight is still pretty epic between Freddy and Jason. When it comes to the visuals and the stunts of the movie, like I said before, the characters flying through the air most of the time aren't appealing at all in the movie. And some of the movie is riddled with bad CGI, such as the fake blood in some scenes. And not to mention the Freddy Caterpillar thing. But I will say some of the kills are still pretty good. So with that, the movie earns a 0.3 out of 0.5 for visuals and stunts. Okay, so when it comes to the final numbers, we have everything except for the editing and the score. There were no problems in terms of the editing, so that remained a 0.3 out of 0.3. When it comes to the score in the movie, there wasn't any substantial score other than Jason's theme. But it wasn't impactful to the point where it gave you chills every time it came on. So with that, the movie earns a 0.0 out of 0.2 for score. So now that we have all the numbers, let's add them up. So the movie ends up with a 2.8 out of 4.5, and that gives it a B- rating. So there you guys have it. That's my movie review of Freddy vs. Jason. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. And also let me know which movie you want me to go against next. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman. This has been Joshua vs. the Movies. I'm going to see you guys in the next match.